Hello, welcome to the Art of the Oracle. If you're new to the channel, my name is Virginia. I have been working with Oracle decks for a couple of decades now, but the truth is I always did it for fun. I really didn't feel the energetics from it until probably the last 5 to 7 years. And what I mean by that is that I didn't recognize my own power, and to be able to connect, to be able to trust myself. I always went to the guidebook and strictly read whatever the teachings are, which we're going to read today from the Love of Dragons along with the Deviant Moon. And when I tapped in just before this reading, that's what I heard, is that it's very important for us to, now more than ever, don't shy away from your own personal power. Don't shy away from your light, from who you truly are. Let it shine. This is what's going to carry you forward. It's going to help you to find your soul tribe. When you step into your power, you can meet others in theirs. And yeah, and it's very, very important right now, always has been, but really now as we move into a time where we can truly share who we are. And it's always nice to know who that is, right? Sometimes we just don't know. Who are we? What, sometimes we've been hidden, we've been hiding ourselves underneath any number of things, who we are, family, what we do, la, la, la. So let's find out what the cards have to say to go with this message. So I'm kind of feeling like the dragons have an important message today. So what is the message from the dragons today? Okay, card 18, the Daydreamer. What a beautiful card. So the first thing I notice is this beautiful purple energy on the card, right? And which to me represents your highest. So daydreams are typically these things that, of course, we all know what they are. We wish for something, or we just, some people would say we waste our day, right? That we think of all the other things that we wish we could be doing instead of really where we are and what we are doing. So there's, I think, a negative and a positive about the daydream. Because if you can dream it, you can be it. And then there are times when you just let yourself wander. And sometimes you can get lost in all that. And I'm going to read what the guidebook says about the Daydreamer. The card is 18, which comes together as 9. And as we round out this year, I love the softness of this card, right? I love it. They're on the precipice. They're on the very tippy top of something, the edge of something. And what's out beyond them is transformation. That's what I'm getting from this card. So don't be afraid to dream. Don't be afraid to reach for your dreams. So let's see what the guidebook has to say about all this. It's almost impossible to recapture the whimsy and wonder of childhood in this present world with everything that it asks of us, all the demands. But dragons are nothing if not friends of the impossible. This moment is calling you to the innocence of daydreaming. Search the clouds for friends in shapes. I do that all the time. I'm not afraid. I'm not ashamed to admit it. I see dragons and pigs flying and all kinds of beautiful things in the clouds. So I really highly recommend that. Watch the butterflies, meander, relax, bask. This is about slowing down. Everything is very fast. Information is fast. Cars are fast. Communication, what we receive is very fast. Everything is constantly, moving, and nothing is slow anymore. And I think that's I'm so glad that I'm reading that and hearing that, because I think when we slow down is when we can really understand what it is that we're in the middle of and who we are and what we came here to be, right? So this earth can hold the gravity of your dragon heart. so that your spirit can soar weightless and free into the skies of possibility. Imagination and inspiration are calling you. Answer from the heart. Yeah, and yesterday we had a lot of cups energy about intuitive and heart-opening spaces. And, you know, with the message of the importance of not shying away from who we are, right? There's that you know, saying, dare to dream, be the dreamer. I think this card wants to come out. Interesting. So, yeah, because it held on. So this was the last card we got yesterday. And this is like that holding on to something that isn't serving you and being afraid, really, of, you know, and it's interesting. This card is all in purple, which is royalty, which is having, which is the highest wisdom and guidance and tapping in. But instead of recognizing all of this amazingness, right, he's holding on tight. He's afraid to let go, and he doesn't see how amazing he is. And that's part of what the message was this morning, is that power. So let's see what else. I love that that card came out. It's in such contrast, right? But if it didn't have all that purple energy, that royalty, that awareness of the gold, the riches of what life really has. And sometimes we can just hold on to it too tightly. And when we do that, we don't allow this, you know, softness, this transformative space. And in the Justice card, which is card number 8, the doubling really of this, you see the swords energy and the keys. He has a golden crown on his head, but he has the keys to, I love that it's 4 keys. So what are the keys really to? Truth, balance, your heart, your mind. We're all kind of searching for something, right? That kind of opens another door for us. And I think that that's part of what this is. The swords are up, and they're both up in a balanced way. And he's got this 3, which is kind of a feminine, it's the 3 circles coming together, showing the balance. And the Justice card comes out when we start, it's almost like a karmic card, right? It's showing that there's either balance that needs to happen, or what you've put into something you can get back out, right? I feel like there's one more card for clarification here. Or 2 more cards. Okay, so I'm going to take the first one, which landed face up on the floor, which is the Page of Wands. This is really interesting. Dare to dream and let yourself go. Don't hold on to what you think you have, because when you let this go and you trust in the universe and your own power, you step into this balanced state where you can see your power and the energy that you've put towards things, and either the need to let them go or to reap the rewards of what that is. With the Page of Wands, I feel like it's a new energy, and it's allowing this some sort of creative element that's coming in. The last 2 cards that we have here is the Magician that came out, I think, on our first day of the week. And we have the 6 of Wands, about being seen. So I'm feeling like when we rise into a new perspective, like both of these are elevated cards here, right? And they are tapping into something beyond maybe, you know, what's down here, what's below, right? I mean, this looks like he's on ice or something, right? And he's above it. It's winter time, but yet he's all in green, and he's decided that he wants to transform and imagine a new way of being, just like the dragon here, right? And they're above everything, and they're They're not forcing anything. They're just being who they are. They're stepping into their own power. They're letting life transform just by going into a new perspective. And when we do that, we see all the gifts and all the tools available. And I love that. So it's interesting that what I'm focusing on right now is this red, this whatever this is in the cup, right? Which it almost feels like it's a grounded energy because it's red, right? The color of red. But it's also liquid. It could also represent the heart. It could represent, wine, enjoying life. And a lot of the cups, when you see them, they don't really have anything in them. They're either upright or turned over, whether you're experiencing the cup or not. And sometimes when there is something in it, it's, it's being poured out. But this is about experiencing it. This is about, in my mind, I've never read it this way before, is about looking at where you are and what you're doing, the Pentacles energy, that groundedness energy. That having the sword, the awareness, the mind, but not being led by it. Not being led by that, but it's by your side and it's available to you. But being led by the Wands energy, which is that creative force going forward. And really, really sensing into your heart. So you have all these beautiful tools, and when you use them, you can be seen in a whole new way. That's what this Six of Wands is about. This is almost a surprised look on this creature's face, because they're like opening up and being seen, sometimes for the first time, and being seen for who they really are. And I think that that's what this message is about allowing yourself to feel your greatness, to feel your power, to know and to trust. This is a card about, are you trusting or not? Are you trusting? Are you looking backwards, looking back at fear? Or are you looking back at the child you once were and stepping into that? You literally have everything you need to move forward. The Justice card is there to help guide you and to tell you that you have balanced energy moving forward, that you have been doing a lot of work and it's now time to rise above and to see things in a new way and to know that you're safe, to know that you have what you need. You don't have to be in this lower energy, that you have the tools, that it's safe to be seen. It's safe to step into your light and into your power. So thank you so much for being here at the Art of the Oracle. I hope you enjoyed this message here, because that's what's up on this Wednesday. Until tomorrow, take care of yourself. Don't shy away from your power and dare to dream. Thank you again. Bye now.